Okay, great, fantastic. Oh my goodness, I am big. Excuse me for a second. I was doing some adjustments to VTuber. In VTube Studio. I was doing adjustments to VTuber as well. So I don't need to be that big, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I am supposed to be that big. Pillars of Eternity. Recap of the last session. We've defeated a dragon, and that undead dragon, which took us, I think, 10 tries. And then we defeated a god in a little while later, with no problems whatsoever. That's how you balance your enemies. Okay, great. Okay, the game sounds a bit too loud on my end. On your end, it should be okay. Also, I need to remember to keep my microphone a little bit closer. So many things to remember. So little computing power in brain. Yes, return to Harbinger's watch. Thank you very much. And burnt book grows warm in the pocket.
The entire iceberg, it shook as if you had stabbed it. What did you do?
These are your people, Vatnir. Care to handle this? Vatnir immediately launches into a violent fit of coughing, but manages to nod in response.
Sisters, brothers, we return from beyond the realm of Remergant. Can I do justice to its desolate beauty? I think not. It was Remergant's will that the dragon that menaced us be dispatched, and so it was. The Beast of Winter is well pleased by our faith. Soon we shall all be rewarded with respite from our troubles. Halfjorn has guided you in my absence. I would ask that he continue to do so, that I might continue my journeys with the Dusk Speaker and spread the truth of Remergant.
Merla. Fantastic.
Wait, what?
I'm to come with you.
Okay.
I'd like to come with you. If you'd have me. Please have me.
Fine, you can come along, of course. The godlike slipless mouth twists into the semblance of a smile. He turns back to his community.
I go forth to spread word of these miracles. Keep this place safe in my absence.
Nodding excitedly, Halfjorn looks to the others around him.
You've not yet led us astray, Brother Vatnir. We'd be fools to doubt you now. Truly, this is a blessed day. All hail the Beast of Winter. All hail the Dusk Speaker.
Please don't. Okay, now we are done with this place. We are finally done with this place. I'm amazed. After so much trouble it gave us. After so much trouble the undead dragon gave us, to be exact. And an incorrectly chosen pet from my side. But I learned. I read. Harbinger's watch is done. Let's see what else lies to the east, if anything lies to the east. I doubt it, but maybe. Yeah, nothing here. Or I cannot press onto the fog of war, which is amazing. It's a clean territory. Let's start with the boathouse. You encounter a veil of thick fog. A series of flimsy docks connect scattered stretches of dry land. On all sides you are flanked by the hulks of splintered wrecked ships. A thick fog sits upon the water, obscuring the path in all directions. The only sounds you hear are the lapping of water and your own footsteps upon the narrow, rotting planks. The eerie quiet is broken by the barking of a dog somewhere off to your left. Let's take left. You press onward, wordlessly. Suddenly, a hair-raising growl rumbles out from the fog, only a few paces ahead of you. Your whistle is met with renewed barking. I didn't whistle. And then a sharp whine, abrupt and shrill. After several moments of silence, you hear a running thread upon the docks. A dog bounds from the fog, its dark fur matted with blood. Two figures stumble after the hound, their maws stained red. Out of the fog they are revealed for what they are. Withered, rotting, human only in silhouette. Their ghouls. They halt, swaying at the sight of you, but make no further move. From the darkness of the fog, a third robed figure emerges, a twisted staff raised high in their hands. A flash of light emerges from the staff. As you look on, runes seared into the dark ghoul's foreheads flare to life, glimmering like beacons in the darkness. Snarling, the dark ghouls rush for you, their blood-slick claws slicing at the air. Okay, this is the one of those islands that I failed last time. Because I had the wrong pet equipped. Go for vampire. Going for vampire, it wasn't such a good idea. Where's the healing? Heal yourself. Don't you have any more healing? Just heal yourself. Keep yourself alive, no matter what.
Holding my guts in here, Captain.
I'm doing fine. You should be able to dash. I topple him. Oh my god, he's also down. Oh, there's only two of us. There's only me. It's pretty much done. Especially since I am unable to drink potions. I don't understand that. Thank you. Well, I'm done either way. Hello, good evening. You just made it for the first fail. haven't saved after they were talking. Okay. It's okay, the game seems hard. I don't think it's that hard. Sure. Then that's the problem. Return. I'll skip the dialogues now. Gather all. You, this, 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 this. Get to the ship, but here I can only wait. That's unnerving. I cannot rest here. I can only wait.
You must gather your party before
I know.
venturing forth.
Kawara, let's visit the Kawara. There's a storm, there's a storm. Alright, I also should go back somewhere. Port Maje? We could go back to Port Maje. There are some cases. Some things I need to take care of. Where are we? We are here, right beneath the walls of Unseen. Where we need to go back. Maybe instead of wandering like an idiot, let's see. Baku. Turn to Sansa. In Neketaka. Sail to Kazuwari. Harbinger's dwelling in Harbinger's ward. Aye! We're going back to Harbinger's watch. There's so much things, so many things to keep track on. I'm getting lost and confused. That's RPGs for you. That's why I love them. Okay, who am I looking for? Usually, whenever I open a menu, the game stops, pauses. Why not this time? Okay, who? Brief. Who are you, my man? Say Harbinger's retreat dwelling. It's not you. That's you.
I hope the pilgrims have not been too much trouble to you.
Alright, the vampire kid.
Was there something else you wanted to know?
I killed the pilgrims on the outcrop above.
You killed them?
They didn't leave me much of a choice, honestly.
So many. Foolish Breeze. You asked the Dusk Speaker. What did you expect? Here. I've not much coin, but you've done as I've asked, so it's yours.
Did I do something wrong?
No. When you did your bloody work atop the flow, did you see a woman, about 30 winters my senior, with skin matching mine and hair the color of butter?
Oh, but I wasn't looking. I would have if I'd known to.
That's... sure. That makes sense. I mean, she probably wasn't there. I just asked because... well, because... Still, I suppose it's a good thing for the Watch, you ending the Pilgrim threat.
How was it you knew one of the pilgrims?
Ares, my sister, she was always... well, she believed. Truly believed. In a way that I never have. Not that the gods were real. Obviously Rimmergant exists. But that doesn't mean we've taken the right lessons from him, or interpreted them correctly. Ares was always surer. She's smart. Incredibly smart. Always very interested in souls and machines and the like. But she was also very, very... convinced.
Souls, machines, and animals, sir, perhaps?
I've wasted enough of your time. I doubt Ares is still alive after all this time. But it would have been nice to have known. For certain. Thacklaut, Dusk Speaker. And farewell.
Her eyes narrowed in thought. Edwin frowns at the younger Glamfellan. What is it? She turns her eyebrow on you, lips twitching into a slight smirk.
That one reminds me of myself at her age. Not quite clever enough to realize how clever she is. Nor half clever enough to realize how much cleverer she'll need to be. Shall we carry on, Dusk Speaker?
Vicherum dat elf. We always do. She chuckles silently. I cannot sleep here either. So there's something else you want from me, right? I'm bound to temple. Back to temple. No, not walk away. Come on. Work with me, please. Work with me. Here. I wonder if we can check the corpses. Oh, there's probably no corpses left. Yeah. They were scavenged thoroughly. Listen. Thank you. Thank you. So now we can look for her. Oh, it's a weird one, I must admit. Because it's not like we could have done anything earlier about this. Though largely intact, there seems to be a leak somewhere within this construct. A trail of sweet-scented green fluid winds down the machine's carapace. The ice beneath it is blackened, as if burned. A panel on the side of the device allows access to its inner workings. Within, you can see the reservoir from which the fluid oozes. Gears, cogs, and similar mechanisms fill the inside of the machine. However, a false move might result in maimed fingers. Or worse. Okay, let's siphon it. You contrive a simple siphon from some tubing in basic physics, allowing you to draw a large measure of fluid from the construct without disturbing it. Thank you. I always knew that some physics would be useful. Though in my case, physics were really a tough subject to pick on. It's weird because I was doing fine in math and biology, but physics and chemistry was something that always eluded me.
I know that smell. Beer and furs and fires. It's been a long time since a harbinger made it over the top of the berg.
Aren't you Brev's sister?
Oh no. Don't tell me she's fallen in with the rest of those fools. The harbingers are too soft to worship the beast properly. Me and the other pilgrims found a new faith here, at the top of the berg. A faith that made us strong. It was only a matter of time before they hired someone to stop us. I'll bet the harbingers can't stand how deliciously miserable we are.
Brev said you were part of a pilgrimage?
It took our best climbers and their scouting bears, but we summited the berg. The things we saw at the top. Even now, my mind is bending around the vision of it. You don't walk away from a climb like that untouched.
Doing up here?
I'm casting off this putrid mortal body of mine and trading it in for something better.
Don't.
By hammering my soul into this wretched instrument, I can become the guardian this temple deserves.
But what do you prove by turning yourself into this construct?
Prove? How easily an outsider like you misses the point. A construct feels nothing but duty. When simple instructions are your world, pride and self are carved off like glacial ice. Sacrifice and emptiness rule in the white void. It is my honor to give everything I have, everything I am, for the glory of the beast.
And I think you're better off returning to Harbinger's Watch.
This place has shown me wonders, and I have no plans to leave. I've seen serpents made of ice encircle the moon. I've seen colors beyond our perception ribbon across the stars. I'm a changed woman, asleep no longer. This bloated husk of mine is bound for the worms, but my soul is made for eternal service.
Wouldn't the ultimate expression of faith mean letting your body wither and rot over time?
But that will take years. I can't serve the beast and is more like this. I hate my limitations, my hungers, my frailty. The beast can suck my marrow and discard me. This is true perfection.
Or you could accept yourself as you are. Stop indulging in this fantasy of a fresh start.
Maybe I'm guilty of hoping for something I'm not. But there is no room for hope in the beast's clutches, is there? I'll leave this berg to the beast then. Maybe I'll make my way down and shout some sense into the dumb harbingers.
Okay, great. That's dealt with. Luckily. The first DLC of Pokemon Squad and Wild have particular cute map. It's like little Japanese countryside with a huge mountain, but they made so little cool and cute place so hard. Oh, that sounds really nice. Funnily enough, today I was looking around, as we discussed it that yesterday. I haven't played any Pokemon games, but I know Pokemons, and my favorite one is Eve and its evolutions. So I have a really complex project going on where I want to make for myself plushies of Eve and all the evolutions. I will see how it goes. How the hell am I supposed to get there? Rainbow Temple, Eastern Cover, West. Am I missing something? I'm probably missing something. Yeah, of course I am. No, this I have. The ice wall, yes. Aha! I found it. Come on. There's too many of us. I swear there's too many of us. I cannot lose the body. Brooch of inevitable winter. I don't like it. The last pages of the journal are smudged with blood. Slipped on the ice and broke my legs. Maybe it's just the white void affecting my mind, but I don't have a single regret. A lot of pain, but no regrets. Learn a trade, they said. Open a shop, they said. Invest in a wagon, they said. Plant parsnips, they said. Which just goes to show you that the type of person who wants to die in their sleep lacks imagination. I would rather die screaming on top of the world than whimpering at the bottom. So, let the screaming begin. Well, I guess an ice shelf is a good place to scream. Oh, we can rest here. We can rest here. Great.
You must gather your
I don't know
party
if I have a
before
favorite
venturing
Pokemon, but I really like Serperior. That sounds like a serpent. Serperior. What is it? Oh, it's a really elegant one. A friend of mine asked me to make one. Oh, not here. For her friend. Okay, give me a moment because I am turned around again. I went the wrong way. And I'm trying to think about two things at once. It does not work out. Because I know I'm thinking about the wrong name of the Pokemon and I'm trying to look it up. Where is it? So, oh, I am crocheting. So, I was asked by my friend to make an... How was it? Arcanine Pokemon. To crochet one. And I made it. The friend was happy. But I told them that I'm never gonna do it again because of the brushing the yarn took way too long. Of people like this one. Oh, I for one didn't know this one. Up here. One of the few names of Pokemon that I remember is Arcturino. I think Arcturino. Maybe it's different in English than it is in Polish. I know it's the same. Yes, Articuno, yes. I always called it Arcturino. Maybe one day I'll play some Pokemon games. I'll see. I intended to play when the Go Pikachu and Go Eve versions came out, but in the end it just didn't work out for me. There are so many other games, and then that's I think the same time I got into RPGs. There's also an alternative version of Articuno from Galar. Okay. Don't start with the alternate versions.
Dusk Speaker!
Ah,
Ares returned to us! Everyone else wanted to fill her with arrows, but I managed to talk them down. Still, she's not quite the elf I remember. I wonder what happened out there.
we're done. Brief, we are done. For sure. Are we done with get them place? Pokukuhara. Forge alliances. Wait for animuses to finish again. Harama, Tikawara, Motere Okozi, northeast of Neketaka, Oriokoiki, Berkana Observatory. Where is that? Northeast of Neketaka. No. The only way to arrive and out is back into Tracosio for her old sword. And Goliere, the sword is going to be guarded by Acer. I really do not want to fight with Acer. I like him. I return to Sanzai Queen's birth. Head to Sayuka, I don't know where it is. The Proving Kazuari, okay. So nothing keeps us in the Harbinger's Watch anymore. A Pokemon. I am only well aware of the up to second or third generation that like so I can remember Pokemon. Anything that goes beyond that is completely abstract to me. Nameless just threw off a metal cage for dry grass. He hates it for some reason. We don't know why. But he is waging war against it. Valiant Trench. Oh, that way is the Valiant Trench, I assume. Stop drinking so much booze. 12 bottles. People, it's been a day. Me. I think there's something. There should be something here. Oh, we have an island. We have 2 islands. We have some things. Oh, come on. Get up. Thank you. Whoa. I almost toppled my tea. The sea here is vast and as smooth as cyan glass. Jumping up and down, Irina shouts and points to port at the pale pillar of luminous Adra rising from beneath the surface of the water. Landrev takes you closer. Much of the stone is encrusted with coral, but the visible portions coil above the water in long, looping spirals. Adra normally grows in large pillars, but this formation looks almost like 7 tentacles of some terrible sea monster grasping for the sky. Chitopek whistles low. So old. Had to be Ingwithians. Grim Cauldron scoffs. Even they couldn't do that. That's Ondra's slow, steady work. Even at night, the Andros shimmers, glowing from within the casting a ghostly light across the surface of the sea. Indeed, it's hard to tell whether the Adra's strange contours have been shaped by slow wear of the sea or distorted by it. And something about the ambiguity makes the vision all the more extraordinary. The rest of the crew chimes in, debating the wonder's meaning and origins in low, awed voices. There's no way to know where that came from. Enjoy it for whatever it is. Chitopek nods, while Grim Cauldron murmurs a quiet prayer. The remainder of the crew nod and return to their duties. Landrev sails past the Adra, maintaining a safe distance. Irina and Grim Cauldron move to the aft case, eyes locked on the Teotara marvel until it disappears below the horizon. Nice. And also, I forgot that the burned book. The burned book, which one is it?
That display at the Kahanga Palace was shameful to witness. Nothing less than proof of why mortals require capable rulership and a strong hand. When I walk among them again, chaos of that sort won't be tolerated. Authority and temperament are non-negotiable.
Not when, if you walk among the mortals. You blame mortals when a god is the one sowing chaos.
Aethys has done nothing but expose an existing fault, one which would have cracked even if we had let it be. My siblings took a valiant swing at Aethys, but it seems our intervention will have to wait until we've had time to gather our strength. What of you, Watcher? Your bearing is set, and Ukaizo looms on the horizon. After everything you've seen, do you believe mortals are equipped to take control of their destiny? Or do they need a firmer hand?
A firm hand crashed my castle. I could have done without that.
Your heart is thick with vengeance. Even in defiance, do you serve me? Find Aethys. Follow him to Ukaizo. And let my justice fill your sails. How my siblings preened and postured after the events at Hasongo, but came no closer to consensus. I cannot stomach such disorder.
Yeah, of
You
course.
didn't need to reignite the Adra lighthouse. You helped the colony knowing that Aethys was already moving toward Ukaizo. Why?
How I deserve to have their lighthouse back.
Now you see what can happen when mortals assemble to meet a crisis head-on. Collaboration on that scale is rare, but also unreliable. My more compassionate and optimistic siblings are no doubt overjoyed, thinking they've somehow gotten the better of me. How wrong they are. I notice my brother's frozen corner of the beyond is quieter than usual. The doors of the Veetmouth have slammed shut.
They did.
You made it out of the White Void intact. Has anything you witnessed on the other side informed your opinion of the mortal world, Watcher?
I saw how gods and mortals can cooperate through Waitman's eyes.
If you can call that cooperation. As long as as you realize that mortals are tools to serve our ends, I will not call your lesson wasted. Anything else?
Nasiva is Kirin showing me how time erodes one's purpose.
That is only true to a point. We built the wheel to strengthen mortal essence, and every passage through the cycle enriches the life that comes after. Remergon takes a different approach. The White Void is his celebration of decay. Prisoners like Naxiva have experienced more uninterrupted memory than a single lifetime is built to contain. It's no surprise that she would fray at the seams. Anything else?
I learned the extent of Ingwithian treachery from King Wingwaroaturi the First.
So you have. Is it any wonder that the Juana don't pay us the same homage as the Glenfathens? Their ancestral memory is thick with resentment.
I'm not surprised.
Anything else?
Oh, I'm just happy to be warm again.
Of that, I have little doubt. Remember what you've learned. It might not save your life, but mortals could do worse than enjoy a broadened perspective. It's no surprise that the Principe should face a crisis of leadership, much less that you chose to involve yourself, Watcher. With Aldis and her failed mutiny set aside, one hopes the captains will fall in line and recall the meaning of obedience. An indomitable threat lies on the horizon, and it grows stronger while the Principe bicker like children arguing over a dropped sword. They will not last. So, another of Nekataka's dirty secrets comes to light in a spectacularly dramatic fashion. You should think twice about your Juana friends if anyone pleads ignorance about the dragon beneath their streets. A dragon is not so easily hidden from the world, much less the eyes of royalty. The Juana think the diminishing of their oldest talent is a test from the gods. They couldn't be more wrong. Everything they do is a test, and we observe closely. And yet, you allowed the beast to hunt the sky again. Was its freedom worth the price of an orderly, balanced society? Think on that. I'm beginning to question my trust in you, Watcher. This is a sacred communion, and your conduct is beneath any acceptable standard.
You're just now starting to question trust. You had trusted me. Oh my goodness. Woman, you are in a horrible place. Just wait. Just wait when I find the way to your place. I will wreck you and whatever you have in there.
Even though you are living up to my admittedly low expectations of mortals, know that I am displeased, and that is a dangerous way to approach me.
You have no power over me. I owe you nothing.
Is that how you see it? Very well, then. I am the one at fault for putting any trust or confidence in you. From now on, you do just as well to leave my book shut forever.
Fine.
Wotica nods stiffly. You feel her presence drift as a breeze, rustling as it goes.
I'm a bard, not a paladin. I don't need gods to deal with. Okay, this is about the Rembrandt place. I thought I had another notes, but apparently not. No matter. Let's go to Tahai. Tahai. If your tomb crew members are going on the deck. Bring it on. An argument from the deck pulls your attention away from the gentle rocking of the ship and the smooth expanse of blue on the horizon. Half of those fish were floating belly up, cries out angry. Better we throw out the whole catch and then end up with a rot-belt crew. They looked alive enough when we hauled them out, Landreth retorts, gesturing violently as the pile of fish on the deck. Fish die when you pull them out of the water. That's what fish do. Let's judge the fitness of the catch, perhaps. Several of the fish displayed discolored scales and bloated bellies, clear signs of disease. It's possible their meat could sicken the crew. See? Out Elgrim asked Landreth, scowling. Are you trying to give us all this causing splatters? We'll fix this. You fix diseased fish? Out Elgrim blinks. Hands open above the barrel, the kehu cools on the spirits in the air around you, driving them through the barrel to consume the disease within. We're in no position to throw away food, stow the fish in the hold. Elgrim sighs. If we take this on, Captain, there's every chance. Stow it, Laurent barks. The captain's word is low. Let's get these fish below. The pair heaved the barrel and moved towards the hatch, leaving you to return aft. We do not waste food, especially since now it's okay.
Trouble.
Also, Tahe is an enemy. Good to know.
Behold me, mother!
Alright, I can change Vatnir for someone else. Tears of Saint Macau, Martyr's Memories +1 armor rating against spells. Oh, that's nice. Entering of Overseeing +10% area of effect. That sounds nice. I don't think there will be anything else. So let's check it just in case. We are appearing on the minimap. That doesn't happen. Okay, we should gather some more food. Yep, some fresh fruit. The water darkens off the starboard bow of your ship, and jagged spurs and spits rise from the waves in the near distance. Raised voices carry from the helm. Shitopek gestures towards the broken water. We can cut days from our journey for here. But Landreth is clenching the wheel with white-knuckled determination. I don't care if it would fill our hold with rum. We're not sailing for a reef. Landreth notices you and relaxes. Captain, help me tuck sands into Shitopek. Ramdab Ridgery, what's the condition of our hull? He grins. It's in good repair, Captain. I wouldn't sail for a reef myself, but if there's a good time to try, this is it. What is the Teotara marvel? Shitopek shrugs. It's supposed to be a grand sight, an ancient mystery. I haven't seen it myself, but we saw it. Even if this marvel is close, there's no guarantee we'll see it by going through this reef. Let's go through. The dead crow juts from the surface, grasping above like the legs of a spider, and the wind whistles as it passes across the jagged structures. Below the water, schools of fish flash among the brilliant reefs. Landreth guides the ship between treacherous snags of rock and coral with an expert hand, and the ship responds with a dancer's grace. The variegated shallows give way to blue depths. An enormous sinkhole opens around you, yawning wide enough to swallow a fleet. Landreth sighs with relief as Shitwreck searches the horizon for any sign of the mythical marvel. The Defiant sails on. Worthless idiot gained a rank! I love it, okay. The cat also likes the pillars. Oh, last Saturday I visited my parents and they are keeping a cat for a moment, like little kid. I think it doesn't even have a month, and it does not behave like a cat at all. It would let you take it in the arms. It lays down with belly up and asks to be rubbed. Like, it's not a cat. It's a changeling. Let's see some more water maybe here. The cavern. Oh, I want to visit caverns. Hey. It was just here now. It's like this. I put him on my neck and shoulder and I walk in the apartment with him. Oh, that's so cute. I try to do the same thing with Dekus, but on one hand they really want to get on hands, on shoulders, but they change their minds quickly and want to go back to the cave. You come upon the opening to a small cave. Putrid gusts of hot air burp from within, and you hear the faint chitter and hiss of Zorbs in earnest conversation. Of course we're gonna enter. Your boots crunch through the rift of brittle bones as you creep into the Zorb lair. So pretty.
I shall make it so.
The basket is an empty Zorb cave. Yeah, that's interesting. Yep, there is nothing here. Which means I probably have too low of perception to find something that's most probably hidden. Oh, or either that or I don't know quite yet if there is anything here. This is a tavern of Tuk Tuk. Oh no, wait, it's my island. I'm an idiot. The emotional roller coaster island. Ay. You're sailing past the reef when Irina shouts out, pointing to port. There lists a ship stranded in the middle, perched on a narrow shoal. It tips and rolls with the passing waves. Hanging from its mast is a blue flag showing an image of a crescent moon sinking beneath the waves. Your crew gathers around, murmuring in low, excited voices. The Ramdam Ridgeray rushes to the railing. "Captain, that's a gift-bearer ship! No telling what sort of treasures it's got." Landreth sourced. Gift bearers carry sentimental junk, worthless stuff. No, that's a smuggler's ship. It's a classic disguise. Shitobek spits into the water. Then it's a fucking stupid one. Gift bearers only visit landlocked settlements. That's a trap. Let's use spyglass. The wreck lists on the water, rocking with each wave that strikes it. The planks near the waterline seem cracked and splintered. You doubt the craft will remain intact tomorrow. Prepare the skiff. We'll have to row out and climb the hull. You row the skiff above the reefs, the waves tossing it, the bottom of the small boat occasionally scraping across the jagged structure below. You tie off on a snag of coral next to the wreck. The water is rough and the hull slick with brine, but you're able to find purchase between the shifting planks. You pull yourself up, using bent planks and barnacles for holds. You've almost reached the main deck when a wave slams against the ship. You hear a crash from somewhere below as the vessel rocks. Your legs slip out from under you, and your fingers dig into it lumber. Your grip holds. Once the ship settles, you resume your climb and make it to safety of the deck. The ship is deserted. You don't even find corpses. If the ship had a skiff, it's missing too. You find several crates of supplies and several more of assorted odds and ends. Handkerchiefs, bed, jewelry, a cracked scrimshaw, a child's doll. You think back to Landra's comments and wonder if this might have been a smuggler's vessel after all. Let's check it out. Frowning, Maya points out a series of scuff marks along the deck, as if the box of junk has been moved repeatedly over the same spot. You slide it aside and find a trapdoor underneath. Within rests a small chest brimming with gold and skillings. Maya whistles. Smugglers, after all. Among the coins rests a small figurine of an imp, all things. You load your find onto the skiff and row back to your ship. Nice. But we got ourselves an imp figurine, which should be where exactly? Here. 8 uses. Wait a minute. How are we? I don't have anything else here. Affects 2 brain imps. Okay, we have some places, some little islands to visit all over the place. Abandoned village. This should give us some nice resources. Kinda feels like sailing in Heroes of Might and Magic. Oh, another shipwreck. A junk box offshore. Oh, it's the same as the village, so there's no reason to read all of that. We have here. Today we are exploring the seas, mostly. And here we can trade. Mod. Why are you selling a sword? Price wine. Oh, I'll take that. I can sell you some stuff that I won't be using. I hope you have enough gold to pay me for that. Maybe that's why you have a sword. Perhaps I have sold it to you. But no, that wasn't... It wasn't discovered, so I didn't visit this place. Someone else sold him the sword. Let's see. To Sayuka? Let's go to Sayuka. Or Tikawara? Let's go to Tikawara. I don't really have any idea where we should go first. Anyway, I can change party right now, right? Yes. Vatnir, I would love you to stay with the rest. Make with me. Let's take Eder. I'm also preparing to play Baldur's Gate 3 on modded Baldur's Gate 3 to have extended party roster. Roster? Size, extended party size, sorry. To be able to take everyone on adventure. But that would mean I would have to play the game on hard difficulty. and I don't know if I'm mentally prepared for that. Don't go there. We go here. We go to Tikawara. Come on. Don't lose focus.
A ship! I am saved!
I wouldn't say that way. The dwarf fans himself with a shrug. His face is dark and shiny with exertion. Sweat colors white crescents on his shirt. He looks at you like a drowning man would look at a dry land.
Deliverance at last. Weeks I've been stranded here. The Valiant Trading Company sends no one. Unless...
Stuck on a balmy island with plenty of sun? Sounds terrible.
Ugh, you understand.
With an anxious swallow, he glances over his shoulder at the sleepy, ramshackle village. His gaze darts from one grass-thatched hut to another, as if expecting some unspeakable horror to emerge. Let's see what he's looking at. He isn't fixating on anything in particular, but his eyes widen with unease whenever one of the island Aumaua draw near. He flinches and clears his throat.
I only tarry here because my shipmates went to Pococohara to search for Luminous Adra. I worry that Ruano, the local chieftain, gave Captain Bez and my crewmates a false lead.
Or didn't know the way himself and was just trying to impress the outsider.
Ugh, this is a terrible place.
Why would he do that?
Why would I go bobbing for reason in shark-infested waters?
You get a pass because I like that one.
Ruano was the last to speak with the captain before she set sail. He squats in the hot northeast of that pitiful market. I would have joined her, but my stomach... something did not agree. Now it is weeks since they should have returned. I'm only the galley cook, not a search party.
I'd say he's one clove short of a bulb.
A cozy for my staring. It is unusual to see one of the locals so outfitted.
More unusual than a dwarf with no sense of direction.
Hector, isn't that a Valent name?
Argrun. My grandparents gave up their nomadic ways when they moved to the republics. But I see the appeal of staying in one place, one safe place.
I'll keep an eye out. Maybe they found something interesting.
Agrasima, this is hope to my ears. Payment is assumed with the company. They are quick to buy what they do not have.
What has you so on edge?
When we landed on Tikawara, the chieftain gave us a welcome feast for the dukes. We feasted, danced, drank, and slept. Only so we could feast, dance, and drink more.
You are awfully busy, Flamen, claiming to be ill.
Percon plankanet, music and ale are medicine for the soul. Even so, they did nothing to soften Anaharu. He said we had come to rob and plunder. He and Nairi turned the villagers against us.
Did you not come to plunder? Kara, I misunderstood your mission.
He flinches back from Tekehu, his eyes wide with alarm until he clears his throat and focuses back on you.
After that, we slept on the boat and took turns watching the shore. Except for me. I had to rest and recover, of course. But in the early hours, our lookouts Ruano and Anaharu disappeared together.
Where did they go?
I am sure I do not know. All I heard was that they left the village. And by the afternoon, only Ruano returned. Now no one here will even talk of Anaharu. Suspicious, no? Our captain was eager to leave before the winds changed again.
You mentioned Nairi.
The priestess. She imagines me in the jaws of our fish goddess. I know it. She lurks in the shrine next to that awful statue. I cannot stand her wicked looks, but if she does not scare you, then maybe you talk to her. The captain left all but the essentials with me. I have sustained myself trading with the villagers.
Yes, and I want to trade with you as well.
Ekosi, but I'm almost out of ale.
Ah, damn it. Not the ale. Flint and tinder, lockpicks, torches, rope, 5 bars. Take that from Maya. Gauntlet of reliability. Wonderful. Okay, I should have some, yeah. Plenty of armors that we're not gonna use. Thank you.
I must watch the supplies at the trading post. You will come to check on me, yes?
To have a priestess so young.
Sure.
Age is no assurance of wisdom. Remember Anna?
Still your tongue. Amira's winds will surely carry your words.
Let's level up Ether before we do anything stupid. Strike, powerful strike. Yes. I imagine you'll have some couple of levels. No, only one. I am disappointed.
Quit your chirping. I have no fish for you. Full tides.
Why are those Lagufef caged?
Himwihi and the other Mataru found them when they explored the island. Said maybe we train them to build. And if the soil and sea are misers here, then we eat them.
Oh, Captain Stinkfeathers here has choked down his share of Lagofath eggs.
He blinks at your companion impassively, glancing toward the sea with an air of mild impatience. What can you tell me about Tikawara?
The high tide is stingy with fish, and the low tide even more so.
Well, the fish do not swim to you, brother? Strange.
Akira, for Ingati does not bless us all equally. What more you need? The high tide...
Apparently that's all. Can't speak to Lagufev, that makes sense. I think fewer of Lagufev can speak than Zoribs.
I hide nothing, you bloated pufferfish. Traitor! Gatty's jaws will close around you. Confess, Tamao, or will you let good food rot? Does mine look like a full belly, idiot? Question the rest of the Raparu. We all hunger. Disgrace. Any other Raparu has worked 10 times in a day what you have in your life, and they do not complain.
His face lights up as he studies the glowing crescent above your head.
Akira, you must forgive my shock. Kith do not visit often, much less the gods. For what do you make of this hagfish, huh? Will Tamao confess if I tighten the ropes?
You know, you catch more flies with honey than vinegar. He blinks, momentarily perplexed.
Pakeho caught this wretch stealing the last of the Koiki fruit. The tribe was to feast on it for a harvest ceremony.
The Koiki will reveal itself when you can smell it from Nekataka, I say.
I stole no Koiki, but I wish I had. I would have hid it somewhere most unpleasant. You hear this? A second chance we give, and Tamao throws it in our faces.
Make things better if I had some spare koiki fruit on hand.
I say, missing food is not the problem. Tamao betrays the tribe, dishonors the Raparu, denies all of us Kahopa's mercy. And he will surely wash back into our nets as a mudfish in the next life if he does not tell us where the Kawiki fruit is!
I might have an old primer on Raotayan naval punishments lying around. You could give those a try.
You speak like an outlander, but your face is of the tribes.
Forget I said anything.
He's done this before.
Lied and stolen?
Yeah.
Akira. When we have food, he takes more than he deserves. He steals baskets and pots, and even pilfered a spearhead from a warrior on the hunt. I say there is no person in Tikawara who he has not wronged in some way. Maybe no person in the Deadfire.
What say you, Tamao?
I say I deserve what others have in plenty. Shade, a full belly, a moment to kneel on cool sands. We stopped being a tribe when Ruanu dragged us into the path of the outsiders. Now we can only save ourselves. You shame us, Tamao. To return in your next life as a coconut crab would be too kind.
Okay, and what was this koiki ceremony?
We would have eaten the last of the Kawiki as a tribe. This way we give our thanks to Kahopa, the eel of life. Now this cannot happen. Our harvest fails because this one puts his empty stomach higher than the gods.
Did anyone think saving the seeds might be a good idea?
This is not done. To consume the fruit, seeds, and all. This is how we pray to Kahopa for bounty.
So you have your guilty man. What's to be done?
Pikeho's word is enough to give Tamao over to the waves.
Oh, perfectly civilized. Go on.
This is our way. Better to drown as an innocent man than starve with you fools. Justice does not fill our stomachs or our hearts. It brings the gods no closer to ending this famine.
I owe the gods a favor. Your koiki is as good as found.
Akira, you would do this? I say, our Raga will dedicate the Feast of the Last Kawiki to your name. Until the Kawiki is found, I will delight in prodding this stubborn eel for answers. You are free to question him in your custom, I say, and Peheko he tarries often by the beach.
Would like to know about the village.
Then you must speak with the Raga.
Okay.
His lodge is at the top of the hill, past the trading post. Nairi also knows much, but she is quiet ever since. Nairi, she tends the shrine in the northwest part of town, near the statue of Ngati. Yes.
And what do you do here?
I am a warrior, like most Mataru. Can you not tell?
Eh.
We have little reason to fight on Tikawara.
Except when the fishermen drink too much of the dwarf bear's liquor. But these are only small fights, not like it was on the island we left before, when the pirates, the slave... But what did I say? Ah, Tikawara does not give in abundance, but there are worse things, Akira.
I say that a bound man is usually a more welcoming sight than this.
Pardon? Say that again? The Kehu. Say that again?
You look at me for what? To watch me shrivel up in the sun?
Did you stole the last of the tribe's Koiki?
If only my brain and belly had coordinated. I say I would have tried sooner. Pikeho hates me because I insult his puny catches of fish. All he does is weigh down his boat. For this, he accuses me.
What's your side of the story?
Pikeho says I was skulking by the drying hut north of the Ranga's home. Akira, this is so. I would have taken the Kohiki, but it was already gone.
Can you think of anyone else who might have taken it?
It is said the Roparu share one empty stomach. Blame any of them, I say. The tribe drives me out like jerky because I am hated, not because I am a Kowiki thief.
And tell me more about yourself.
I have seen better days than this. I labor for the tribe, but our Ranga saves the best of everything for his warriors. For what does a warrior need with a full stomach when we are not at war? Then maybe you ask someone with both feet on the ground. I need to conserve my strength.
Oh, of course. Understood. They told me there's someone by the beach that we need to speak to. That's not true.
Oh, filthy lizards. An outsider in Tiquara? Who are you, stranger?
I am Evna. I'm the captain of the Defiant.
Captain?
Yep.
If you had sailed downwind of the island, you would have moved on, I say. I tell Ranga Ruanu that the stench of Tikawara will drive away friend and outsider alike. Do you smell it?
Poor Lagufef. Their older settlers are young, still hatchlings, and in distress.
The words of a skilled hunter. There is no food on this barren island that those monsters do not steal.
Yeah, but how could you say no to those little faces?
Always they circle our village looking for weaknesses. I push the cage with the young ones farther toward the beach, but I smell them even here.
It's no wonder they come here when the beach smells like a Lagufef hatchery.
Better to keep them under our thumb than sharpening blow darts, I say. A week ago, I tracked the fish to Hoina Ravine, so I challenged the Mataru to a hunting competition. My mother's belt for the brood mother's head. It is not every day that newcomers land on our beaches. What say you show me how outsiders deal with Lagufath?
I'll consider it.
Keep your eyes and ears open. The brood is daring when the mother is close. I'll have that fish woman's head mounted in my hut before long.
What are you doing here with this shipwreck?
The Ranga wanted a trading post. He said it will bring more Valians like the sweaty dwarf. Then they will bring food and supplies and their sweaty money.
What's wrong with that?
Always I stand here. This is no job for the Mataru. We hunt, fight, and lead.
You look like you're supervising.
Someone must.
So why aren't you hunting or fighting?
What is there to hunt on this heap of rock and moss? No game. Only Lagofath skulking in Hoina Ravine. Even the antelope know there is no fit home. The grasses are thin and the trees are like a child's bones. Small and soft. Even to build this, we must hike up the mountain for wood.
Oh, can I buy some supplies from you?
Am I a Kuaru?
I don't know.
Do I dirty my fingers with coins 1,000 hands have touched? Never. Go see the sweaty one, the dwarf. He washes his hands sometimes.
Ah, of course. Wait, so you mean to say you are not washing your hands? Ew.
I could never eat a dwarf. For what?
Play along! I choose the belly, rich and fatty.
We are Raparu, you fools. We would only get the gristle between his toes.
Let's not tell the dwarf that they are planning to eat him. I wanna see how this turns out. Yes, eat the rich, but I don't think the dwarf is rich at all. A seasoned Huana woman rests her elbow on the drum like it's the only thing keeping her upright. She pats the hide skin, the percussion no more effortful than a sigh. She opens her eyes as you approach. Blinking, she crosses her arms and regards the Kehu with a patient, expectant look.
Tiana, what a surprise! I say, I could not find you after your Ranga moved the tribe.
She pats his hand before calmly pulling away from his staff. The Kehu blinks and clears his throat, looking elsewhere. What did you do to deserve that?
I say I will leave the thinking to the days after this guppy loses his tail.
She nods at you, smiling, and rests her palm on the skin of her drum. What do you do here? Tipping her head to the side, her mouth curves up in a cautious smile. She touches her brow with 2 fingers, then she gives the drum a pair of playful taps. That may have been an introduction. Don't you speak? A deep, wrinkled scar traces a winding path down her neck. She tilts her head to the side and beckons you to look closer. The angle and shape looks like the mark of a boar's tusks. She raises 1 finger and points down to a dried hoof knotted to her belt. Then she makes a gesture of pulling back and releasing a bowstring several times in rapid succession. Grinning, she snaps her fingers and leans once more against the drum with a satisfied sigh.
I admit it. I like this one.
She rolls her eyes at Maya and shoots her away. Choose. Let's step the drum. You play a short, hesitant beat. She bites the inside of her cheek and considers before drumming a quick response with her knuckles. Then she beats a harder, faster rhythm and steps back, grinning at you. Start a bit, you sure? Her eyes widen and she steps back, taken by the rhythm of your beat. She glances up at the drum as if for the first time, and pauses to caress its hide. She eases in closer, your shoulders touching, and beats on the drum fast enough to build tempo without outpacing you. Her rhythm response changes the tune, introducing complexity while keeping the spirit of the original alive. She closes her eyes and sways in place. The flow of her movements make the beat look effortless, but her arms are a constant blur. In the village below, heads begin to bob, furrowed brows momentarily relax. Finally, she breaks the rhythm and steps back, shaking out her arms and sucking in deep breaths. She tips her head to you, gratitude and recognition mingling with her exhaustion.
Akara, I know that look.
Do you know anything about the tribe's missing Koiki? Frowning, she sweeps her hand out to gesture at the village at once. She shrugs. Then her hand wanders toward her belly. She sighs through her nose. Did we get... Oh, so what do you do here? Exaggerating her movements, she shields her eyes and scans the horizon. Then she points off at the distance, kicks her legs up with a youthful glee, and pretends to pound the drum with wild, enthusiastic beats. Shrugging, she lets her hand fall to her sides at all once again. Okay, so you are... I don't want to say a scout, something like a scout. And Aumawa huddles in close conversation with the warriors next to him. He whispers in a low, stern voice. No sooner do you catch his eye than he grins wide enough to stretch every muscle in his face.
Happy day that the gods smile upon us. Favorable omen.
Evna, captain of the Defiant, at your service.
I would shower you with the fruit of our harvest, but the season is unkind, I say. Pococahara is restless. Even from afar, the storms tear our bounty up by the root and chase fish to calmer shores.
What is Pococahara?
An island not touched since the days of our ancestors. The Valians went to Pococahara for luminous Ardra, but their expedition does not return. As the storms grow wild, Tikawara dies around us. No traveler will land here if they are forced to eat their belts, I say.
I have some history of old places that cause storms. I'll take a look. His eyes widen a little. The smile that graces his face seems, for the moment, genuine.
Here, this was a token passed down from the Rankas, said to come from Pococahara in brighter days.
This looks like a seashell.
Muzuma snail, a foul thing, yes? They eat through the dead faster than Tangaloa, I say. It is nothing the Kawaru would craft. The ancestors and their hobbies. If you need aid, Himarihi's warriors need only someone to bark commands and they will go.
Tell me about your tribe.
Our village here is young still, but we will grow when the Valians come.
Takara, like an ingrown toenail.
For what does Nagati's chosen protest? Give Tikawara a chance to prove itself. That is for what we build many houses now, even a trading post. We make Tikawara pleasing to the Valians. Then when they come for Pococahara, they build their harbor here.
You don't seem to mind the Valian influence here.
Some tribes push foreigners away, but it is good to have powerful friends.
We got plenty of those. Ours are holding our lives ransom and playing us against their enemies.
If the Valians come, they will build an outpost here in Tikawara. And then we will have more to trade with outsiders than just Rongi's mats. With coin comes protection, friendship. A favorable arrangement for both sides, I say.
Are you always this friendly?
You sure you want to question that? We never get nice ones like this.
That's why I'm suspicious.
I say that in Tikawara there is always a spot around the fire and...
A gurgle reverberates from the stomach of the guard standing next to Owanu. He grimaces and places his hands over his belly as if to muffle the sound. The Ranga shoots him a withering glare.
And a Koiki in every hand. Speak on, friend.
Where could I find supplies?
The Valians left many crates with the dwarf. He hoards them by the beach.
Okay.
But we never refuse a guest. If you need sleep, Himoihi will show you all the villages contending for the honor of your visit. And if you need strong Mutaru warriors to fight at your side, then Himoihi can help you with this also. She guards the trading post.
Yeah, but I had questions about Pococahara.
Wind and sorrow are all that emerge from the ruins. Never answers.
Why not move the tribe elsewhere?
In our old villages, we were raided by pirates, stolen by slavers, and killed by Rawatayan scouts. So I brought them here, where the soil is too poor for Koiki fruit and the water's too shallow for great fish. At least we are in the path of Valian traders as they come and go. This is protection, prosperity, a future.
How is Pococahara causing storms?
You are new to the islands. I would not expect you to know of these things. Our ancestors told of luminous Ardra, the bones of the Deadfire, breaching through the sands of Pococahara. Ngati raises her watery fist in defense of the Ardra. Valian or Huana, it is nothing to her who suffers in the wake of such anger.
It is highly unusual for Ardra to impact its environment as you described.
Maybe that is for what the Valians find it so fascinating. Their captain brushed off my tails like the buzzing of gnats.
Beyond the storms, is there any danger?
Ikira, we paddle our canoes the long way around Pococahara for a reason, I say. Another people lived among our ancestors and built a temple in the desert. Now there is only death. But the Valians close their ears to my warning. Speak on, friend.
So do I. Of course we'll call her. Of course we have no other choice. We will explore everything. Why do you let so much?
Something personal?
Makara, do not hold back, my friend.
You sure? Sometimes I ask things to get people riled up without meaning to.
Well, if it riles me up, then I say you have my undivided attention.
All right. Is there any kind of ocean critter I shouldn't be eating in front of you?
Come on, Takehu, answer the question. I don't think he will.
Step back, all of you.
The broad-shouldered Aumaua at the center of the huddle takes a cautious step back. His gaze never breaks from the tribesmen who have him surrounded, and his hands never stray far from his weapons.
You've all got the wrong idea. I'm waiting for a shipment of sailcloth from the homeland. Is that going to be a problem?
Then what say you about this? Coded gibberish, or I'm an Orlin.
Damn it. He's about 2 seconds away from starting a brawl. I've got to step in.
Okay, I'll follow you. She clears her throat loud enough to turn heads in the direction of your
One
party.
against a mob isn't exactly even. Ever heard of a fair fight?
Ha! Company warships blow our canoes to splinters, and you call us unfair? You foreign imps are all the same.
Turning to you and Maya, Harama gives away no recognition other than a flickering of gratitude. What seems to be the problem here?
As surely as sharks circle spilled blood, this one has been casting an unwelcome shadow on our village. We found coded documents in his quarters, and he defended himself with lies. Outsider spy.
Do you think it's anything nefarious?
Because Rauatai hungers after these isles, like a tiger lurking in the tall grass and whetting its chops.
If you townies are dumb enough to go blundering into an alpha predator, you deserve what's coming to you.
Who are you to speak in his defense? And who is your traitor friend who postures like she is not one of us?
I'm the one who's going to bring the wrath of bears down on your heads.
Kira! Is that the Watcher who sailed to Nekataka with an army of spirits? Harama, we will have eyes on you. Cause no trouble.
Well, I can assure I'll cause all sorts of trouble.
I owe you thanks for that, stranger.
You do.
Now here is a welcome sight. Is that little Ashiza? Hop over here, you old terror.
Ishi town. You don't know where he's been.
I get an introduction.
Captain, this is Harama. We were shipmates on the Flying Buttress.
That's a word for it. You could also say we were...
loyal servants of the homeland. That's enough out of you. Afraid this isn't a social visit. This comes from up high.
His demeanor hardens the moment he unseals the missive. Warming his tongue over his teeth, Harama lifts up the parchment to view it against a light source.
Atsura's up to his tricks again, I see. Thank you, Maya. I've been waiting for this.
That sounds malicious.
Maya, why is she asking?
Captain, later. I promise we can discuss it later.
As you wish.
I guess we're done here. It's been, well, sort of like old times.
Especially seeing you coming and going again. When the dust settles, maybe we could...
I'd like that. Ishi misses you something awful.
Say no more. Good luck in your travels and other adventures. Ashiza, you keep your feathers clean.
Hiya.
You probably have some questions about what we've been doing.
Yes.
We found Harama in quite a state, didn't we? It's no wonder you'd be curious about what's going on. Harama is a sociable type of guy. Getting to know people is as easy to him as breathing is to you or me. Atsura set him loose so he can get to know as many people as possible.
What does it even mean, Maya?
He's keeping an eye on Tikawara. Who comes and goes, what sorts of things they discuss. Atsura is committed to a more peaceful Deadfire. But he's just one man. He needs good people to shoulder the burden with him.
That mob said he had coded missives. Was that true?
Maybe. Probably. Let's just say we're not the first people to deliver Harama a missive that looked like one thing and read like another.
What have we been delivering, Maya?
Truthfully, I don't know. They looked like ordinary documents to me, but I'm sure that's how Atsura wanted it. Atsura has a new code for every hour of the day. He probably has cipher keys tattooed all over his body.
So Harama is just eyes and ears.
Only Atsura knows for sure. Harama might not even have all the facts. I certainly don't.
What's to stop me from telling Onekaza and Aruhi about this?
Don't be dense. They're smart enough to assume that Rawatai has spies. And if they're really smart, they're spying on us too. Though I doubt it.
Fair enough. Thank you.
You have every reason to be suspicious. Just trust me that this is all for the best. I wouldn't lie about that.
Let's hope we wouldn't. Let's hope. Not all of you. I really want to trust Maya. She seems nice. This Omawa man seems lost in thought. His clothes are neat and clean, but he's tugging on the fringe of his sash, which he's worried into a long, loose thread. He looks up at you, his bleary eyes suddenly sharp and alert.
What say? You are new to Tikawara?
Do you know anything about the missing koiki fruit?
Only the Tamau was slept like a fat tortoise, while the rest of us chew on reeds to fool our bellies. Ikira, no one could be less surprised. Tamau had this coming.
You don't seem particularly upset about it.
Guilty or no, being tossed to the waves is what Tamau deserves. I have no tears for him. He complained until the Ranga gave him my finest mats, and then left him out for the sport of beasts. Let the gods sort him. I do not stop you from asking.
What do you do here?
I weave baskets and mats, strong and soft, just as my mother's cousin taught me. In the afternoon, I will go to the trading post to sell them. Of course, all that I earn goes back to the Ranga first. This is prize share.
Prize share?
Ikira, we trust in our Ranga to dispense our food, goods, and coin to the tribe. The Mataru get the best of all, and then the Kwaru. The Raparu share what is left among themselves. Mukumu sees to it that Tamau is made an example of what breaking prize share looks like.
What do you do here? Oh, yes, that's... Okay, thank you. Okay. I'm not gonna steal from you. Oh, that's so cute. That's the cutest statue I've seen. Ah. She has a little lamp dangling in front of her face. Oh, that's so cute. The statue depicts a voluptuous woman with the head of an anglerfish. The paint is thick as if freshly applied. Yes, I know this is your favorite goddess.
Amir's winds blow bitter today.
This woman is young, but her serious manner makes her look much older. Her nose and ears are pierced in several places, and her mouth is twisted in a scowl.
So the foreigners now sent Huana to enslave Huana.
No one chains Takehu, I say. Well, except Rabuna.
Shameless clown.
Excuse me?
Was it the Rawatayans, the Valians, or some new invader? Outlanders conquer us with ink and paper packs as well as blades. But they conquer us all the same.
So learn to fight or read the fine print. Either will do.
If our Ranga gave me the chance. Ruanu. He collaborates with the bottom feeders who went to Pokukahara for Adra riches. I warned the Valians about Pokukahara, but why listen to the ignorant Huana girl? Now I remain. They are gone. Taken by the curse.
Valians are some of the most skilled navigators in the world. They don't just go missing.
Pokukahara was not for them. With Nagati's aid, the sea takes and gives in equal measure. Dark clouds surround Pococahara, and in my dreams, they swallow us all.
If the island is cursed, who ever lived to tell of it? She sighs deeply, her bony shoulders rising like a vulture's wings.
We tell these stories not because they happen just so. We tell them for what they mean. Our Rangosphere makes him too trusting. He believes the Valiant traders will protect us if they settle here and mine Pococahara. So the villagers pour their sweat into the sand, building a trading post on a barren island.
And what do you think will happen?
If more Valiants come?
Mm-hmm.
Akira, the same thing that has happened with every other foreigner. They will kill us, rob us, enslave us. And we will be too busy building their halls and sweeping their docks to fight. Many see in you the blessing of Nagati. If the trickster touched your soul, then prove it now. If you go to Pococahara, I say the best thing is to destroy it for the tribe.
You call Ondra a trickster. I like that.
So much the better if it means one fewer island with a Valiant flag planted on the beach.
Akira, your friend sees the shape of things. When the Hydra is gone, the Valians will dig somewhere else, leaving us to point our canoes toward more welcoming shores.
How do you expect me to destroy Luminous Adra?
If I knew, then I would go myself. Anything that is built can surely be destroyed, Akira. And the storms are proof of powerful magic at work. Dispel this magic, banish it, whatever needs doing.
Knock over an Adra pillar? I do enjoy a challenge.
I hope so. And we did not speak of this, Akira?
I heard that Nahara also had problems with outsiders. She winces as you speak the name. One hand strays to the coral crescent pendant. She forces it back down, pinning her hand beneath folded arms.
Anaharu was the tribe's priest before me. And he was my father. Before he challenged Ruanu to a trial of waves. But he was cast off. We are forbidden to speak of him.
Then tell me about the trial of waves.
When there is an argument between leaders that cannot be answered, we turn to Nagati. Two challengers risk violent currents, beasts from the deep, and waves that would dash them against the rocks. The winner, if there is one, has Nagati's favor. The loser, living or dead, is forgotten by Nagati and the tribe.
Why did Anharu challenge Ruano to a trial of waves?
My father knew the traders are as dangerous as pirates and slavers, perhaps more, because they grow strong in Neketaka. So, when the expedition came, he begged Ruanu to send them away and move the tribe to another island. Ruanu, he did not listen, and Anaharu was done talking.
What does it mean to be cast off?
It means the tribe must forget him. The Ranga divided his possessions among the other Mataru, and now we do not speak of him. Anaharu goes to his next life, but forgotten, he goes to a different tribe.
You don't seem to think much of Ruano's leadership.
He is our Ranga. My own great-aunt looked into his soul and declared him such. I must respect him, even as he builds a village for our enemies.
He dishonors your traditions and himself.
Akira, but the tribe is exhausted of strong Mataru to stand against him. The last one to challenge our Ranga was
He breaks off, looking down and frowning.
Anaharu. I must learn to stop saying his name.
So you are the priestess of this tribe now. She nods, one finger brushing the crescent pendant on her neck.
We worship the same gods as the foreigners, but sometimes with different names. This is Nagati, the trickster of the seas. Foreigners know her as Ondra. To us, there is no difference.
Thank you. I'm not gonna steal from you either. That's all that we can do here. So for the food. North of Ranga.
Maya, do you
It is
songs of your
here.
tribe?
No. I was a hatchling when I left the Deadfire.
Oh, I thought perhaps...
This isn't story time, fish boy. Don't make me send a she's after your eyes.
I came up here, but I didn't notice anything. Do I have the steel? Cillian flake. Oh, perhaps here. No. And Carola reads. Wait, what? Amal and Pequejo. But we've talked to them. I might be too tired to maintain a proper I'm a little bit too tired to maintain a proper not complexion. But focus, I cannot focus. Oh, there's Pequejo.
You need something?
Mukumu says you caught Tamao stealing Koiki.
Akira. Tamao was creeping around the drying hut where we stored Koiki for the ceremony, north of our Ranga's home. I grabbed Tamao by the wrist and dragged him to Mukumu. We found all of the Koiki were gone. The snake brought this on himself, I say. Now Mukumu will deliver him to Tangaloa's maw, where he belongs.
Did you actually see Tamao with any Koiki?
Akira, it is as I said. Tamao was near the Koiki hut, stuffing his face, I say. And if he will not admit it in this life, he will pay in the next one.
Can you think of anything that might help me find the Koiki? He shakes his head.
I know that Mukumu wished to give the fruit to Ngati with a prayer to pull back her furious storms.
Actually, Mukumu told me the Koiki were for a harvest ritual. He opens his mouth to retort, but closes it and hangs his head.
It is said the gods piss on the souls of liars before sending them back to Aora as krill. Tamao stole no Koiki. Kahopa must have made Tamao from sand lice, because he gives nothing to the tribe, only takes.
Did you steal the Koiki?
No! Akira, I did not do this. I provide for the tribe. Not like that louse Tamao.
Tamao isn't the one implicating an innocent man.
Tamao is as innocent as a skulking tidepole worm. He hates the tribe. Pity and charity fill his belly and shell pouch, and he has not strained a muscle to serve anyone but himself. Knowing this does not bring the Koiki back to the drying hut, but it will help to heal the tribe.
Would Mukumu accept your attraction without Koiki to prove it?
No. He wants the Koiki and the guilty. So do we all, I say. I cannot say if the true thief covered their tracks, since Mukumu never looked for clues.
I tried.
But the drying hut? Akira, in his sandals, this is where I would look.
I was there was nothing. Don't tell me now. It will appear out of thin air. Look at the little guy following the party. Look at him. Oh, the pets here are so cute. Ah, for a second, cat. Chloe. We found Chloe. I don't see anything. Okay, let's try pressure the chieftain, maybe? I mean, it's right next to his hut.
Whatever you need.
No. Let's see, like the creature that follows you everywhere. Of course I do. Why wouldn't I? That's why I have two little creatures in the that are currently in the cage, because if I set them out, they would find a little hole where they would go and hide, or worse, even they would eat some cables, so for their own safety.
Yes. Hello. Whatever you need, I can help.
Pekeho was lying. Tamao didn't steal the koi key.
What say? Pekehu speak through a false blowhole? Prove it. Show me the real traitor.
I'll have to get back to you about it.
Do not waste my time, I say.
Let me check everyone. No. How much perception? 10, 11, 17, 16. If 17 is not enough. Yeah, but that's about it. Let's get out of the caldera on foot. Because I don't have any other idea. Except that we need more perception. The scent comes upon you gradually as you travel. It smells of the kitchens of Kednua, of honey, cinnamon, and fresh bread, of meals shared with those now absent. Off the path you catch a glimmer of movement. Something large and bulbous stares beyond the trees. Near the center of a nearby clearing stands a Delimgan, tending to a large spore. The Delimgan seems formed of the living tropics, with vibrant flowers cresting her head. Her shape suggests that of an elf, replete with pointed ears. Let's try and examine it. The bulbous fungus towers taller than an almawa, its fleshy fronds hanging over its bulging stalk. A miasma of yellow dust hangs around it, gently stirring in the light breeze. A dank spore. You can barely make out the recumbent form of some unfortunate kith tangled in its roots, the essence the spore sucks from its victim glimmering along its length. If it notices you, it will likely attack, and inhaling the spores clouding around it could confuse your enemies. Let's try ambushing them. You creep forward, drawing your weapon. No matter how neatly you describe them, Delimgan and spores are not. Oh, there's a lot of them. They're not considered like friendly at any point.
Captain. You were saying?
We're doing just fine. Spore-coated grimoire. So the Delimgan was or the Kith was a sorcerer. burial site. Okay, we'll see that. There's quite a lot of locations to explore here. Even if just for the resources, which I need to replenish again, because they started drinking water. Ish. Oh, have some rice. Have some fruit. But I swear they are drinking too much. The rumbling reaches your ears first, a low growl from the land, before being pierced by the cry of a distant bird. The ground sets to vibrating beneath your feet, the growling roar of the stampeding beasts echoing around you. You crest arise to find that the stampede has passed, now only a rumbling cloud in the distance. As the dust settles, you know that a few of the boar remain, fallen and still, with large feathered darts protruding from their fur. A single upright boar remains, a piglet that nudges its snout against one of the prone beasts. You pick your way down the rise and approach the downed boars. They seem to be breathing, albeit shallowly. You're not sure how long they have been before they meet the wheel. Let's take the small one. With a single swift motion, you scoop up the piglet, clamping your hand over its snout. Let's investigate what's around us. The darts seem to be from some of Lagotheth that haunt this island. You've likely only moments before they descend for the kill. Let's try ambushing them. You creep forward, drawing your weapon. Let's wait, take the first two them and watch the effect for a lot of... Wait, what? The sailors do get a lot of fruits.
For the wrong and new.
Was that all? They're on board. Yes, and they magically received the fruits.
Still got it.
That's all the boars, all of the Lagotheth, and she's for some reason is still in stealth. This should be an actual location for us to visit. Crossed finger that it is. You don't invite them in for a long period of time like the sailors. At the time you'll catch out of this. Yeah, I know this. Trouble. Don't worry.
What have we?
Then go through the trap, thank you.
A sure thing.
Please pick up the stuff, thank you.
Another fool with a death wish.
Can't get a clean hit.
Obsidian flake or shards. Don't go to the trap.
I shall make it so.
Take care of the gun first. That's why we want to get rid of the gun. She is gonna lag the game like hell because she uses magic.
Hey, whose side are you on?
Here you find an old stone coffer, pitted and mottled by long exposure to the elements. The lid is cracked, but thick woody vines like giant's fingers holds it in place. Burn them? You hold your torch under one of the larger vines for several seconds. Eventually, it shrivels into a twig. However, the nearest vines sprout new growths that reach over to cover it. Okay, let's try pulling it. Maya can't pry a single vine loose. As Maya attacks, the vines even tighten the grip around the coffer. Okay, that's interesting. Magical vines. Who would have thought? Hey everyone, come on. A large Legothief, a broodmother by her size and crest, surfaces from the pool. Around her neck hangs a knotted cord strung with shiny odds and ends. She chirrups softly. As you draw closer, she gurgles in agitation but does not attack. She dives back down and disappears. You hear splashing and chattering coming from further up the slope. Okay, so we know where she is.
This would be where they tear your throat out.
I know. That's why I'm intrigued that she didn't. Nothing else here. Also, I cannot go over here. Oh, I thought there would be another way through next to this cliff. Cocking her head, the broodmother waters you and lets you an inquisitive chirrup. Let's think. The broodmother stops gurgling and takes a tentative step closer, craning her neck with interest. Other Legothief peer and chirrup at you. Eder attempts a chirrup of his own that sounds perhaps more like two krakens aggressively mating. The Legothief stare at him and hiss until he stops. Eder clears his throat as though that was what he had been doing all day along. A young Legothief pokes its head out from behind one of the adults and burbles happily. The adult ushers it back with a firm claw. It looks smaller than the hatchlings in the cage, but not by much.
Oh, Anna.
Who's Anna?
Anna.
Juana. Snarls and gurgles rise in volume. The other Legothief bare their teeth at the name.
Oh, Anna.
Can't really blame him, can ya?
Do not pretend to understand the opinions of fish, I say.
You hate Juana.
Let us not leap to conclusions, I say.
Hatchlings.
Yes, I saw your hatchlings caged in the village. She screeches with emotion, rocking her whole body back and forth. Her bristling fin flashes like a blade. The other Legothief bare their teeth even wider. Turning her attention from you to the formation of Legothief, the broodmother hisses and flicks her tail, gesturing down toward the bottom of the ravine, toward the village. The others bob their heads in agreement.
Oh, Anna.
I can rescue your hatchlings, but your clan must stay away from the village. The broodmother chitters and blinks at you, tilting her head this way and that. At last, she raises her head and trails to the treetops. One by one, the other Legothef lower their weapons and snap their jaws shut.
Please, hatchlings. Oh, we gotta do it.
Of course we gotta do it. Can I take your staff? I'm gonna be mad if I take your staff. No! Damn it. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, let's do that again. The outcome will be the same, I can assure you.
Hail, daughter of Ngati.
Saint, continue. Who's Anna? Juana? You hate Juana? Yes, I saw them. Yes, I can help. Yes, we gotta do it. Now I press the correct button. It's the ravine done. Let's also go here to some encampment, whatever that is. And then I think we can go to Senebo Beach and Old Battleground. Or we can cross this little river. Not really. Okay. We need to go all the way around. Rescue the hatchlings. Find some koiki fruit to plant somewhere. Or find the trails of the stolen koiki fruits. Whatever. Anything. Something about the curve of the path ahead of you gives you pause. With the obscure sidelines, you recognize this is a good site for an ambush. At the same time, you don't hear anything out of the ordinary. Actually, you don't hear anything at all. No hum of insects, no rustling of animals. Even the air has stilled. Let's investigate. As you move carefully forward, you spot a massive Legothef slinking through the wild growth. Even crouched, the wilder towers among the tropical trees, and it wears a bleached skull on its head. See, the Legothef doesn't seem to have spotted you. Yet. Making as little noise as possible, creep away from the creatures. You continue down the path without further interference. This is their island after all. Let's not stir them too much. Doesn't really matter where we go. I don't understand why this little village has the map of points of interest. Yes, I know I am welcome. Don't worry. I need to stick with you.
You need something?
I need to free those Legothef hatchlings.
Are you crazy? Then Himwihi will go and blame me. You see the woman at the trading post? The angry one? She will have my corpse for bait if you do this.
Why would she blame you?
She despises me. How could disaster not be my fault? Besides, The Ranga will bury her at high tide if she so much as insults you. Or any foreigner.
I
At
see.
least go and see her before you release her prizes. Then maybe I find some other place to be until her anger cools.
What? What happened? Oh, I didn't see anything. Robots are taking control. Yes, yes, that is true. And it's all because of irresponsible people.
For what do you linger here? The village is much too quiet.
I need to release the lack of hatchlings.
But you do not laugh. Then you do not joke. For what would I do this foolish thing?
Yes, and I can see, but yes, it's okay. That is interesting. They have clans and families. What would you do if someone caged your children? Her expression hardens.
Then I never forgive them. We must destroy the broodmother now, before she is bolder. For what do you say this again?
You want them to leave you alone, right? Release their young, and they will.
They are animals. They hunt where they smell food, and they smell food in our village. If I release the young ones, then they attack when they grow big.
Well, I hope they don't wait that long. I want to see them attack when they're little, with those tiny claws and fish teeth.
Either we are not adopting any Lagufeth. No.
Then raise your hand to the little ones, and see how they fight back.
Lagufeth are reclusive by nature. They would avoid the village if you did not have their young.
When they ran from me before, I thought it was only my weapon they feared. But suppose you are right. Then I do not have to suffer their stench. Take the key then, and yell for help if anything goes wrong.
Thank you. Just like a word in France to say you arrive late, it's a place in English is like one of the worst insults possible. Really? It's great. No, the automods are sometimes crazy. Oh, and the abandoned cat. Miri. We found Miri. What? Oh, god damn it. Of course I forgot to turn off all the things that are not mine. Hey, Pequejo. Pequejo.
You need something?
Oh, right, I have the key. No, nothing, Pequejo. You can rest.
Look out! They escape!
No. Oh, you're so cute. Go to the water! Go for the water! Leaping from the water, the broodmother eagerly chirrups and beckons toward her hatchlings. They rally around her with unbridled joy. She lets out a low-pitched warble when she sees you. The broodmother makes a show of removing her necklace and laying it out on the sand, then gesturing from you to the necklace and back again. Chirruping and waving her chest, the broodmother and her hatchlings dive back into the ocean.
I hope the Lagufeth do not come back.
As you like.
I want to search with furry and have a tea in it, and when you say it, it's hard. Ah. Okay. Here it is. This okay. I know. I got it. But it quite literally means late in even in Polish. Okay, but to be honest, it means like late as in late of mind. So yeah, it is an insult. But it's weird that either way. I mean, from the context, the robot should at this point. Robot should understand which language you are using from the context. Okay. No. Okay. So that's the Lego theft done. I don't have enough perception to look for the koiki fruit. Maybe Seraphim has more perception, I doubt, but maybe. Let's see. Supply. There's my party. Eat when you stay. Seraphim. How much do you have? 15. So the highest is still 17. I can. It doesn't give us anything. Here I don't have perception. Insight is for people. So here's 15. Okay, I think we should go for the other island then. And I don't want Seraphim to be on our party. Fortunately, we don't need him. You are a sorcerer. You are Alf. You are my last hope, honestly. 15, and you're gonna level up. Maybe. Maybe. No, 15. The difference was an international mic of several of an auto translator in the game, and he talked with an older French person with an English speaker, and probably someone that American, I think, didn't translate the famous word, and it didn't know. Was like, oh, just treat him, and the French didn't understand exactly enough to that. Oh yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. That's why I am so glad that we have a lot of words from English, French, German, Russian, and some made up that are not apparently usable words. Also some similar to Czech. Just pick a language, you probably have a word from that. And lately I learned one that comes from Turkey. So we are like quite literally like a Babel tower. Mixing all the languages that we can. While still maintaining our own. Tower, let's go through it. Of course I didn't listen when they tell... Not that, I didn't want to go on the deck. Let's just find an island to stand... to go to, and I'll finish for today. What's up? Tehiwai Islands. Islands, yeah. Quite literally a couple of islands, I agree. Kokokohara. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Great. Thank you very much for putting this on my map. No. Click locations. Kokohara. Talking about way too long. Message yesterday I watched a video about sign of autism that can be attributed as anxiety and social anxiety. I'm diagnosed with it made such sense that what... Oh. And I learned that apparently my signs of fixating over some things and an ability of letting go can also be a sign of autism, but I'm like 92% sure I am in the spectrum. I don't have the paper for that, but that's because the paper costs got them 250 euros at the moment. And literally can not... I'm sorry. The paper costs a lot, but won't benefit me anyway, so there's no reason for me to do it, just to have it written down on a piece of paper. But I did the tests, I did the talks with a psychiatrist, psychologist, psychotherapist, I don't know how it translates properly, but yeah, 92% certain. Yay! The choppy sea stretched towards the horizon, curls of dark blue capped with lines of foamy white. "Captain!" shouts random Ridgery from the rigging. "There's something in the water to port." Off the port side rail, you see a dark shadow rising from the depths. The water splits around a hump of thick, mottled skin. With a sound like a horn blown underwater, two powerful jets of spray erupt from the creature's back. Identify it. You, Tekehu? Tekehu frowns down at the water. Bow head, maybe? Or a whale face? Whale, either way. True? Tongue flicking across chapped lips. Shitopek says, "That's a wolffish, Captain. Best whale for hunting in the whole Deadfire." Irina snorts. "Likely a bowhead. You see that V-shaped spout? It's on account of having two blowholes." Shitopek scoffs. "That doesn't make it any worse hunting." "It does if it dives and sinks our skiff." Irina eyes roll. Grim Cauldron steps back, appalled. "You'd kill one of Ondra's harbingers? And squander this blessing?" "Of course we'll let the creature pass." Shitopek signs as the crew members resume their duties. You sail on. The great beast keeps pace with the ship for several hours, its song seeming to vibrate within the very planks of the Defiant. Grim Cauldron hums quietly along as Shitopek tosses bits of food to the creature. Irina sighs. "They don't eat heart attack." Rumdum Ridgery chuckles, and the ship sails on. Lazy to go to checks if it's the case. Yeah. I'm not lazy. I wanted to know, but I honestly didn't want to pay for it, so there was a way. Let's go to the ruins. And with that, I will end it for today. So, on that positive note, thank you very much for joining today, and I hope you have a great evening. Bye bye!